welcome to SULKNATIONtv as I go over a speed bump. In this episode, I'm off to Ed's house because he's bought something new for one of his cars. Is it for the CRX? Is it for his new Civic Coupe? Well, let's find out. Now, Ed doesn't live very far away from me at all, and unfortunately, the issue that I have going to Ed's house is the fact that there's horrible speed humps the whole way. And I don't like speed humps at all, especially not now I've got this car lowered. It is really flipping annoying. But it is what it is. It doesn't matter. So yeah, also I want to check in with Ed about how he's getting on with the Civic Coupe. I haven't seen him since we went and picked it up, which was a week ago at time of filming. So let's see what's happening. Oh, there's another Accord, but I haven't got a point of view camera today, so we'll just have to deal with this, me saying there was another Accord rather than that actually being noticeable another Accord. And here we go, more speed humps, because this is what happens when you go and visit Ed. Here's the man, here's Ed.
Hello.
So,
you alright?
How's a week's worth of owning the Civic Coupe been for you?
To be honest, mate, it's been a dream.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, went up to Bude and back to pick up those rotors.
Yeah.
Drove absolutely fantastic. So
when you say rotors, you mean...
Yes,
Oh, look at those!
rotor grids. Yes.
Yeah.
15-inch. 6J. 6.5J. Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
I think that's going to look absolutely fantastic up on the Del Sol.
Oh yeah, that's
And-
going to look really smart on the CRX.
Yeah, and being on the teen suspension or TN or teen.
You can drop it
I
a
can
little
drop
bit
it
more.
a little bit more.
What sort of sidewall tyre are you going to go for?
Well, I was thinking these because they're brand new, but they are. Let's have a look. 195/60.
Oh,
That's too big.
That's way too big.
So I think 195.
You need 45, yeah.
15.
Oh, 60? I mean, it's not a lorry.
But that's what probably makes this one really comfortable to drive.
See, I've got 50s on my Golf.
Yeah.
And that's what the Golf ones look like.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I think these are 40s. Yeah, 40s.
I think.
But then they're 18s, so
Yeah. I think I'm going to find 45 will be the sweet spot
yeah.
on the CRX.
I think that size of tyre you've got on the CRX is perfect, but with 15s,
Yeah.
same sort of tyre.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a 6J, so I'd probably go for a 195/45/15,
Yeah.
and then that'll look really smart.
And
Drop
we
it
can
a little bit.
Drop it an inch, I reckon, all round.
Now you've got the exhaust sorted.
On that.
Yeah.
No, it's not sorted.
I thought it was sorted.
It's rattly still. Do you want to hear? Should we hear?
Yeah, let's listen to it.
Ah! That's not going to go down well with the neighbours, is it? What a silly alarm. I still think it's the it's where the decat is.
Yeah.
We were saying, weren't we? You can hear that
Oh
bang?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it sounds lovely.
I'm not happy with the this is just rattle underneath where the cat is. But there.
Yeah, this,
You hear that?
yeah.
So
Whether it comes out on camera, we'll find out later.
you said to me the other day, we seem to think it's where the cat meets the downpipe,
Yeah,
where you should have those spring bolts.
yeah.
I've just got normal bolts, and I'm thinking that's where
There's
I'm a
not.
little bit loose.
Yeah, there's not a.
You need that give, don't
See,
you?
I was getting rattling in my in the CL9
Yeah.
when I was reversing it in the other day. The exhaust was rattling, but I was
Yeah.
reversing it up a hill. So
Yeah. But the exhaust rattles on this. So I've got to.
maybe it's just a Honda thing. Maybe just Honda exhaust rattle.
I think you just got to replace the whole system with a stainless system, haven't you? And then your jobs are good. And
So you've received some positive comments about the Civic Coupe, mate.
Yeah, they seem to people's needs mean it's a nice car, don't they?
They do.
See again? There.
Yeah, there's a little...
It's the same thing again. Now, that just sounds like heat shield, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the ringing.
Yeah.
So that does sound like heat shield, yeah, for sure.
So, but obviously we're going to put on, I'm going to put on a catback exhaust system, so that'll just get rid of that straight away.
Yeah.
But there's no rush on this car to do that.
No.
It's not what it's designed for. Oh, one new thing as well. Look at this. Have you seen this brand before?
Blocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
They do a lot of Japanese stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Don't know their origins. I think they are an American company. It says Fremont, California.
Yeah, that's America.
Look at that. You know I was going on about that neochrome.
Yeah, you
stuff.
love the neochrome.
Look at that.
Wow.
And now feel the weight of that. Be careful, no, do it with a...
I'm not going to drop it.
You would have done. That's heavy.
Well, that is a lot heavier.
That's like vibranium, isn't it?
Well, that is... that's heavy, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's like nearly 500 grams.
Is it not just going to fall straight through the floor of one of your cars?
You'll go on this one, you'll go on that one. But I thought, yeah, that was a nice little thing. 25 quid off eBay.
That's really good.
It's not bad, is it? So, don't know if I'm going to put one of them on, don't know yet.
So we've both got quite a lot of plans ahead. So
loads of plans, mate, but no bloody money.
no, that's my problem. I've kind of had to move my finances around a little bit because I'm going for... What I noticed with my CL9, what I noticed was that it's amazing and it handles superbly, but
yeah,
the issue that I've got is I need it to handle better. And so I'm going to get an ARB, a new one. I'm going to upgrade it.
Front and rear?
Well, I've got a front strut brace coming anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get the rear and it's going to be really good. I think from what I've been, you know, I've done some forum chatting and that's what everybody's recommending. So
all my hard work of chopping off the old drop links from the original roll bar was in vain, sort of.
No, not really.
Why?
Because if you remember, you did the fronts first,
yeah,
and I'm not getting a new one for that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rear anti-roll bar. And if you remember, you love hard race because you can take them on and off easily.
That's what I was
so
thinking. Yeah, they'll be easy to take off this time, so there'll be no cutting your
that's
hard
it.
race. I might have to cut your hard race.
Yeah.
Because they seize for
65 quid for each set of wheels is...
But I thought we could do the brakes first, no?
I'm still waiting for them to come. So I've got EBC brakes coming, and I've got my Ultra Racing strut, top mount strut brace coming, and I'm going to order that, and I guarantee I'll get that before any of them. But will I get it and get it installed before the next Dartmoor drive out?
Don't know. So as you can see, I've got some dirty fingernails, so I've been up to something yesterday.
Oh, what were you doing?
I mean, look, you mentioned EBC.
Yes. Oh.
You know I bought them for the CRX.
Yeah.
They were 262mm.
Yeah.
And they were too big.
So
these take 240.
Right.
Which are tiny.
Yeah, they really are.
They are tiny.
They're smaller than you'd imagine.
Yeah, but it doesn't need a lot, this car, when you think about it. It's only 1.5.
So
the discs on that are going to have to wait. But the EBC ones, the precision ones, you know, the black coated ones.
Yeah.
They fit this like a treat.
Ooh.
So I've got the 262 precision black series on there, and you can see, look, they've scuffed, but they've still remained black in the centre. Because you were after that sort of look, weren't you?
Yeah. It's hard to see on camera, but take mine and Ed's word for it.
There's too many spokes, so you can't really see them. And the pads that I got for the CRX, guess what?
They fit that? Yeah. So that's a win completely. Total wins.
So it was like 100 quid down the drain about a month ago. And
now
get this car, saved 100 quid.
Yeah, you've turned it into a win.
Yeah, so it brakes a lot better than it did on the way back from Yeovil. Still a bit woolly, but I think it's because the rears need doing as well.
Yeah.
You know when you get a lot of pedal play, it brakes really well, but you just get a bit of play and it's just probably the backs.
The colour,
as well.
Like I liked it when you picked it up, but the colour really is nice. It's like a bit of a buff and polish, and that green will just...
I've never been a big green fan.
You can try and make it neochrome. You love neochrome.
No, but I said never been a big green fan, but then looking at this green, it sort of grows on me.
Well, it will go with the neochrome theme, because that green is in neochrome,
I
isn't
think,
it?
like you said, with any like colour, big colour, you want to break it up as much as possible. Like you're black, you want to try and break it up, but you're not, because you're obviously black's a nice colour, and you're going to try and make it more black.
Well, we're gonna purple the calipers and stuff like that. So,
but with the green, I'm breaking it up with the orange.
Yeah. Decals.
Single head overcam. It's not going to be a deer.
Single overhead cam.
It's not going to be a dock. It's going to be a sock.
A sock. Yeah.
So it'll be a sock in the orange. Calipers are going to go orange.
Yeah.
Don't forget we're going to have the gunmetal grey RBs on there.
Yes. Oh.
Tints.
Those instead of those.
Tints.
Yeah.
And then the green won't be maybe as offensive to me than it is at the minute, even though I do like the green. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's kind of going to subtle it down in some ways and really make it pop in others.
Pop it because of the orange. I think orange and green with the gunmetal grey. I think that's quite a good colour combo.
Yeah, I'd agree.
What do you say?
I think that's an excellent choice. And then...
Oh, then lower it.
Yeah. And get our unit finally.
Yeah, that'd be great. Because we'd be doing so much work already, wouldn't we, if we had a unit?
I mean... The fact that, this video, all right, it's going to be a good video, don't get me wrong. Is it going to be a great video? Probably not. And the video that I recorded earlier is probably going to be, So it's just content for content's sake at the moment, I think, but that's because of the weather. But I've got a sofa for the unit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the wife decided to spend £100 on a second-hand sofa.
Yeah.
When we've already got a sofa, so that means that we've got a spare sofa, so that's going to go in the unit when we finally get one.
But oh yeah, you know what's annoying on this car as well? You know, obviously I bought it knowing it was like that.
Hang on a second, Ed. Right, so you're saying the green's growing on you, but it's almost the same colour as your jogging bottoms.
Sweatpants. You
Tumble pants.
You can tell I'm doing brakes. What's that? Copper grease.
Hopefully.
Sweatpant man. We don't get that from anywhere. If you have a look, you remember he was saying the Speedos are intermittent.
Yeah.
I had a play with them yesterday.
Right.
And they're even worse now.
Oh,
and don't really work. And now the radio stopped because I made the big fundamental error when playing with electrics. What's the first rule when you play with car electrics?
Make sure it's not wet.
Disconnect the battery.
Yeah. Oh, so... Oh, you didn't do that?
No, I didn't do that. Naughty boy. And then I think that's because I was tinkering behind here.
Yeah.
It's blown some of the fuses under here. But my... I have...
Obviously, Ed saves his best work for my car.
Yeah. I experiment on this one now, so I don't make mistakes on Alex's. But it's probably the first Honda I've ever had that has ice cold aircon, and it's not even coming on now. Here we go.
Oh,
it gets absolutely ice
cold. Oh, that
cold.
is already cold.
And it's a 2002 car.
Yeah.
Matey said, look, feel that now. Matey said that needed a regas. That is cold.
Yeah, that's cold.
Isn't that lovely? So that's one thing that's really good.
I liked who we're
working Speedo.
I liked who we're going to refer to as Matey. So the previous owner of the car
is Matey.
Matey.
Yeah. And the V5 came through quick, so
the best thing about that was when he went, "She ain't in your line of sight," about the windscreen crack.
Well, it would have got picked up on the MOT.
Yeah.
And she should be fine. Now she's not technically in driver's view. No. So.
What's the deal with the Speedo? This
Right.
Okay,
I've got both bits.
Yeah.
In the boot.
Right.
So the reason I took it off.
Yeah. It's not really in my.
She ain't in your line of sight though, is she?
Not quite.
Why does everybody that lives in the southwest? It doesn't matter, like Devon, Dorset, whatever.
Yeah.
Why do we all, to other people, sound the same?
Yeah.
Like you and I, we're quite well spoken. We don't sound that.
Yeah.
That you're Darlene's again. But I mean, it comes out occasionally.
He was like, "Oh, you won't have a problem finding one of those Speedos. They're 45 on eBay." I had a look on eBay. It was an automatic one. So cheers, matey.
Yeah.
And I've had a real trouble finding them because pre-2002, these are a known fault.
Right.
And they do go, and they do get snapped up by the community quite quickly. I say community, the other probably one of these.
Do you think we could just make it out of? We could try and see if somebody does 3D printing, and you could have a 3D printed one.
No, it's not to do with that. It's all it's all the motherboard at the back.
Oh.
And being a smart ass like I think I am, I just bought a 2005 Civic one, thinking it would fit.
Surely though, you can just swap it all over.
It doesn't fit.
Yeah, that's what. Like you've got saws and stuff though, mate. Just saw some plastic off it.
But you have to do a lot of rewiring of this.
And the fact that you didn't disconnect the battery before doing anything, maybe that's your weak spot.
Yeah. But I'm just going to try and find a like for like, because I don't want to be fussing with it, because I know how much fuel I've got in it. I keep putting money in, like 20 quid each time I drive it just in case. Because you just don't know.
Oh man.
But one really cool thing that I was surprised with, and I didn't even ask matey when I was buying it, I was like, oh, how many owners? I didn't know how many owners. Got the V5 through, 4, including me.
That's very good.
So a 2002 car, where matey was the third owner, only had 2 owners previously, and he only had it 2 months. So that's pretty good going, is it, for a 20-year-old car?
Yeah, so for my 16-year-old car, I'm the 5th owner.
Yeah.
So again, relatively low,
Yeah.
that's quite low owners.
Yeah. That was 7.
Whereas my R53 Mini Cooper S, I was the 13th owner.
That's, yeah.
But then that wasn't a bad thing, so that's nearly a new owner every year, which means that nobody's really ragged it that hard.
Or really wanted it or loved it.
Yeah, whereas I loved it, and Darren, who's got it now, loves it even more.
But what I like about low owner cars is when you start dwelling into a car and looking into it and fixing things, you don't have too many owners' mistakes to put right.
No,
you know what I mean?
That's very true.
Not many people have been there before you.
No.
Obviously someone's been there before me on that, because it was a right mess behind there. There was cardboard behind there and an air freshener keeping the wires straight.
Oh, that's good.
And who puts an air freshener behind a Speedo to keep the wires straight?
Matey.
Matey boy.
Yeah, she ain't in line of sight. She ain't in line of sight, is she?
I've had no problems. I went to Weymouth and back.
Yeah, I drove all the way to Weymouth and we went to the beach.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
He was a nice guy. And the thing is, I know he won't be watching this. Because we said, yeah, it's going to be on SULKNATIONtv. And he went, oh, he better message the missus. I can't read. Or something similar to that. He was a lovely guy, though.
And he was, and he won't be, I hope he's not watching it, but he was in the, we went for a really lovely village, didn't we?
Yeah.
And the houses were stunning. Like, you talking 750,000 He's like, oh, my one's on the end, I'll be in a red hoodie. And you pulled up and it just was the most trashiest place compared to the rest.
It was dilapidated in comparison. And like there was like burnt, it was as if like, because there was that Chrysler that was like within a mess of grass. Like, when had it been last driven? Because it was just, the grass was as high as this car.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
And there was a reason that they were on the end, weren't they? Every house was immaculate, wasn't it? We were like, oh wow, we're buying a car from this lovely area. Because that's one of the points, isn't it? When you go to buy a car, is the area. Where are you? What area are you in? What's the neighbourhood like? And we're like, wow, we've landed on our feet here. We'll get a carvery or roast dinner as well with it. And then it was just
a shot of port.
Yeah, and it was just, we couldn't believe it when we pulled in, could we?
It was just like, oh,
we've come back to Exeter.
Hang on.
We pulled in down Burnt House Lane.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, I mean, you know,
experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he had his MX-5, and you're a big fan of the MX-5, so.
Yeah, it was a nice 2.5, wasn't it?
I wasn't sure about the gold. I'm not a fan of decals that kind of swing up across and get like just follow the. It's like, meh. Yeah. I'm not really a fan of decals unless they're something like this. Yeah. Unless they're like that.
Yeah.
that's not too much.
I've never been a big fan, like you said, things going over your bonnet, messing with the lines.
Yeah.
On my previous Mark 1 MX-5, I had, it was in the Marina Blue, so it's like nice light blue. I had the gold stripe going down the side.
Yeah.
And then it said UNOS there.
See, that's not bad.
But he had it going, yeah.
It was, yeah, I mean, it's in the video anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I'd filmed more. I was kind of getting a little bit sort of, let's let Ed speak to the person who's buying the car from more than I thought, let's just film it all. Because, and plus, I mean, we would have had some more comedy gold from Matey Boy.
Yeah.
You know, the guy that went, she ain't in your review. Annoyingly, this isn't coming out on camera. There's a crack here. So for future reference.
But I loved it in that video when he turned the car on and he revved it. He went, "Oh, don't it sound really loud? It didn't really do it at all, did it?"
Well, it's got a bit of grunt.
It's got a bit of grunt in it.
Nice.
Only a little.
It sounded like a normal car.
Yeah.
It sounded.
I got big plans for this. I'm going to turbo it and everything.
Oh, it's a car. No way. My wife's Ford Focus sounds similar to
And
that.
you were going, "Oh, fantastic! Yeah, great."
No, we're letting viewers in behind the curtain now.
Yeah.
This is. We're not horrible. It's just we find things funny.
Yeah, he was a character. He's a lovely chap. He was only young, wasn't he?
Yeah. Apparently 10 years younger than both of us and owned more cars and owned the same amount of cars that we own between us.
Yeah. But he kept referring to his missus like she was on the other side of the country, but she was just
on the road.
She was in the house.
I mean, this is a world with, you know, we are still in COVID. I mean, Ed's coughing there, so let's hope it's not the dreaded COVID. Wear a face mask, wash your hands, be a good boy or girl. But anyway, in the world of COVID, it's understandable, so that's fine. Right, I think we'll end it there.
Yeah.
So that was an
one
enjoyable.
more shot of the
all right.
wheels. They haven't seen the wheels.
Hold it up like
A newborn.
like Jeff Capes, the former world's strongest man from the 80s,
Yeah.
70s
Well, how do you
and
hold
80s.
it then?
Just above your head, basically.
Let's show my belly.
All right, I'll go like that,
Or
and
like Eddie Hall, like that.
yeah, that's fine.
Or like that. Or keg toss.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen?
Fling it over
You'll
the
fling it, and it'll land on your
try and
CRX.
fling it over the flat.
And this is Ed training for World's Strongest Man.
I said they weren't dented.
Nice to see you.
I said they weren't dented, but now.
Look at them.
Yeah. But mate, more from up again. 'Cause
Yeah.
people like to see when people offer up stuff. But
Yeah.
they actually do stuff.
The term offer up is being used a lot, I've noticed at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to look sick.
Yeah. Especially with the white decal.
Yeah.
You see this here? How this is just peeling.
Yeah. It's
But
because it hasn't been primed before being put on.
I want it back to black.
I think it would
Because
look good, Amy
because
Winehouse. That's right.
Yeah, that's what it is standard.
Ed is actually Amy Winehouse. She didn't die. She became a man, obsessed with Japanese cars, who wears green jogging bottoms
Yeah.
and trainers. I mean, he didn't know I was going to film, so.
No, I've got them cracking on. But yeah, happy with that, mate.
Good, they are very nice. So, this is probably going to be the longest video on the channel, and I don't care, because it's just me and Ed having a laugh. Look.
Rotorman.
So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more, please, if you'd like to see more, then please subscribe. Find SULKNATIONtv on Facebook and Project Sulk, confusingly, on Instagram. And until the next time, I've been me, Ed's been Ed, you've been you, and well done for that.
Bye-bye.